A client called for 1.2 kV inverter system with solar, so I just came to purchase one for him, and now I brought everything back home with panels, with 180 amp hour battery, 12 volts, and the inverter system with some cables. Here are the cables I just showed you, and from here we'll be going to the person's house. So we have to load it on a vehicle that will convey us to the point where we need to walk. Understand? So this is where we are loading it on the vehicle. We just took our time to carefully do that so we won't damage any of the systems, because most of the systems now are so expensive that we can't even imagine how things are turning up to be. So we've almost loaded all the systems on the vehicle that is conveying us to the work site. We're almost done with that. So this is just the last one we are coupling from here. So after this, we'll start the cable connection, but we have to firmly confirm that the panels are actually seated well and wouldn't slide off because of any purpose or any reason. So we have to do the best job for the clients, because in Energycity electrical engineering we are known for the best. As it stands now, we are actually looking forward to see if everything is perfectly done. If everything is perfectly done, from this part now we'll just start the connection process, where everybody knows what to do best. Every one of us here are good in one way or the other, so we just try our best to be the best we know we can always be. So from here we started the cabling. We started arranging the cable. We connected our 300 watts panels, 4 panels, to a 12 volts 1.2 kV inverter. The panels are connected in parallel to the inverter because we just want to maintain a particular voltage. We just want to maintain a particular voltage, but with a very high power. So that's why we have to boost the amperage and maintain the voltage. So we are almost done. I'm connecting the last point of the cable, which is the last point of the panel, terminating the cable to the inverter itself. So from here everything seems easy. The voice you are hearing here, this is the man standing. What do you observe? A clean, neat, nice job. This is how we work. We don't get everywhere littered with cables. We do a nice job, what we know how to do best. This is what we are doing here. When it comes to any kind of installation, we do the best for you. Now we've terminated all the cables down to the house. These are the battery, the 180 amp hour battery, 12 volts with 1.2 kV hybrid inverter system. The inverter system is mad. It's good, very good. So from here we are assembling the trunking pipes, where all the cables will line up and where all the cables will pass through to the inverter, because we don't like littering cables around. Because of this, all our clients chooses us because our job seems to be very neat, 100% neat. I will show you after the job so you can rate how the job ends. because I wouldn't want to just give you the ending part of the job without you seeing the processes involved. We use a good drilling machine with a good drilling bit to make sure everything stands out perfectly. So from this point now, you can observe that he is trying to firmly hold the breaker box to the system. Those are the battery liquid gauge level, the acid gauge level, for you to be able to be monitoring your battery to know when the water has dropped down so you can refill it again. So that's why we have to add that to every battery. Not that the battery cannot work without this, it can work without it. But how do you know when your liquid level has dropped? Because if the battery is actually working efficiently, then you wouldn't need to let it die off. It's for you to be monitoring it to know when to support the battery to elongate its lifespan. That is just it. It's the best thing you can do as a client for us. Just monitor your battery, tell us when it is due to refill. We teach you everything because we will not be there to use it with you. We will not be there to use the battery with you. You are the one using the battery. You are the one to be communicating us, telling us what you are observing from the system. So this is the system. How do you see it? It's cool, right? Working perfectly.
So why this one?
Working perfectly.
Only offer like battery now.
The client needed a single socket point for a standby voltage supplies to his monitor, but we have to add lighting points to it so the system will not get redundant, because from what is here is even more than what he requires, so we have to give him the very best. So that is two battery connected also in parallel, maintaining the voltage but trying to increase the amp hour. Please rate my job, it helps me do better after now. Thank you.